So, welcome back to the Blessed Tribe community. I want to say hello. I wanted to jump on really quickly because I had wrote some things down in my notebook and I wanted to share. So, your life is a reflection of what kind of seeds you sow. So, I've been thinking about all the little goals that I put on my vision board at the beginning of the year, and now it's like March, so it's like, okay, let me tap in to see where I am with those goals just to keep myself accountable, because it is my life, it's my vision board, it's my goals, and I know I'm the only person that can bring these things to fruition by the actions and steps that I take, of course with God's help. But I have to be the person driving the vehicle. He's just not going to drop it out the sky in my lap the more I sit there and pray and don't move or act on any of the things I put on my board. So I started with weight loss, and I already said that I knew this was going to be a challenge. It's been a challenge for me my whole life, but I have been continuing to drink water, but I'm not seeing the growth that I personally want to see, and it's because of the seeds that I've been planting. So I wanted to encourage you today on, like, if you want to lose weight, how serious are you about eating low calorie foods? How serious are you about exercising when you can? How serious are you about getting sleep? Because you do have to get sleep in order to lose weight, in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Sleep and repairing the body, allowing the body to repair itself, is a part of being healthy and having a fitness lifestyle. How committed to you about your intermittent fasting. I've been slacking off. I'm not even going to tell no lies. I have been slacking off with not eating after 8. That has been a challenge for me. But the beauty about goal setting and you being control in the driver's seat of your life is because you can change these things. Like, just because last week was a bad week doesn't mean the rest of your year have to be a trash year. Far as you trying to do your intermittent fasting, losing weight, getting more sleep, setting boundaries, all those things. So, how committed are you to not letting things stress you out, letting that depression creep back in and taking over and robbing you of your goals that you set in January? So these type of things are the seeds that you are sowing to see if you're going to get the results that you need. And in order to get those results, you have to sow good seeds. As far as your actions, your day-to-day duties that you do. And the next thing I wrote down is my channel. So if you have a channel, or you can apply this to other things. So if you have a business, if you have something that you're working on or that you are creating and cultivating from the ground up, you may not have a family member to say, hey, this is how you do it. This is the next step. This is the next step and the next step. So you may have to be figuring it out on your own. You may have to figure out how to create that website, even though you are not tech savvy. And that's me, not tech savvy. But I have to not let that be an excuse. I have to make investments. So how many investments are you willing to make into yourself? Like, how much do you believe in yourself? Is that investment worth what you think you're going to get at the end of your business reward for that quarter or for that year? And if you want to start writing a book, if you want to be an author, I know that I'm supposed to be working on a book. So how committed am I to writing that book? How many hours a week or month or year am I dedicated to add another chapter to the book? And the book can't write itself. So I have to actually sow the seed of writing it before it can be produced. So you can't have a book unless you actually start beginning to write it. And far as like being consistent, promoting on your channel, promoting on your YouTube or your Facebooks or, whatever, however you're promoting your business, are you consistently posting on there? So if you don't consistently post, people won't really sow into you because they don't know the value that you bring. So you have to do things on a consistent basis. So if you're serious about your channel, your business, or your services, you have to consistently promote them. So those are also, like, if your business isn't getting the reach that you want, you have to begin to produce more. So when I looked at my channel, I have just as many subscribers as I do videos. So in my mind, if I produce more videos, stay consistent, I would expect that my subscribers would get more people because I have more content available and they'll know more about my services as I continue to thrive, continue to grow, continue to press play. Even though I may mess up, I may stutter over my words, I may do a lot of things wrong, but within those practices of, I think, 150 something videos at this point, I've learned a little bit each and every time I press play. I go back and look at it. I say, hey, I could do that better. Hey, I really like how that went. The messages I think nobody would care about, they definitely thrive. So whenever you don't feel like press play and do it anyway, because some people will hate it, some people will love it. But in most instances, it changes people's lives. The things that you think don't matter to anybody else, they matter. So make sure that the ones that you delete, try to post them and see where it goes. So I've noticed that when I think some content is gonna, like, blow the roof off some people's, minds, or, oh, people are gonna love that. It's like, no, they wasn't feeling that one. They was feeling the one that you wasn't feeling at all. So believe in yourself, even when you don't think that the quality is good. Continue to post it, share it, because people are out there waiting for you. And planting the seed of practicing good self-care, like setting those healthy boundaries, not allowing the people to talk to you crazy, keeping a low stress level, making sure that you are vocalizing what your needs are, bathing daily, making sure that you're taking care of your skin, taking care of your body, making sure that you are keeping up with your hygiene. When people get in your presence, they should feel like they just met an angel, because you are a person, or a daughter or a son in the kingdom. So people should feel kingdom when they see you, when they get into your presence, when they enter into your channel, into your blessed tribe, or whatever your tribe is. They should feel welcome. They should see that you presenting yourself, that you care about how you look, how you smell, how you dress, things like that. So that's a part of practicing good self-care, just taking care of yourself, not to anybody else's liking, but to your standard and what you think God would be pleased with. And meditation and journaling daily. So are you practicing these things? You have to sow these positive seeds in order to reap the benefits. If you're not journaling, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be depressed. You're going to keep all that stuff locked inside. And again, I said that once you keep all those emotions locked up, your gestation, or your, what is it called? Your digestion system, it locks up on you. So you have to release that stress, release that, that feeling of like tense and all of that. You have to release that. Journaling and meditating is a way to just breathe it in, breathe it out, let it go, because it's going to create health problems in the future. And maintaining healthy relationships. Plant the seed of only keeping positive people around you. Those people that you don't have to guess if they're on the fence. Those people that don't talk to you crazy. Those people that understand when you say, I can't make it. I'll be there every other time, but this time I just can't make it. If you got a friend like, oh girl, you acting fake, you phony, you just turn into a holy roller or something like that. If you got people that are not supporting the positive decisions and changes you're making in your life, you have to get rid of them. That is a part of loving yourself, taking care of yourself, is monitoring the people you have around you. Because that negative energy, all of that stress and explaining and over explaining that we've been accustomed to doing, we have to take a beat and say, I just can't make it, and I will make it next time. Simple. And if you got somebody that can't understand something as simple as that, then, or always need an extra explanation, you have to get away from those type of people. You don't have time for that type of foolishness. And not saying that you don't have to, be considerate and have compassion of what people got going on, but you also have to make sure that this year is about yourself. This year is about reaching your goals and unlocking some of the things that's been tied up for you and your family. So a lot of those things you've wasted time on, you just don't have that type of time anymore. And sowing seeds in your parenting tactics or parenting practices. Spend at least 5 minutes with your kids. My daughter loves playing Connect Four. She loves playing Uno, and this is age appropriate, so change it if your kids teenagers. I don't have a teenager just yet, but whatever they like to do. Teenagers, they may like to go to the park, they may like to go to the skating ring, they may like to, talk about what type of show y'all could watch together or something. Give your kids 5 uninterrupted minutes. And when I say uninterrupted, that's the most significant part. Put your phone on do not disturb. Like right now, my phone is on do not disturb because I'm doing something for the kingdom. Taking care of your kids, spending time with your kids is a part of doing the things that you're supposed to do in the kingdom. God bless you with those kids or kid, and you're supposed to take time with them. 5 minutes will not make or break you. You spend hours on Facebook, hours on Instagram, hours talking to a man or a woman on the phone. Take 5 minutes and spend with your kid. doing something of their choice, or you choose the activity. Say, hey, let's sit down and do this. If the phone ring, you can't answer for that 5 minutes. If a text message come through, that's why I said if you got a hard time, put it on silent, do not disturb. No emails, no, oh, I need to do this, go to the bathroom before this 5 minutes start. And it will make a difference in building a small relationship with your kids. Practice it if you have not practiced spending 5 minutes with your kids. Healthy routines. 8:30 is bedtime, 9 o'clock sometimes, but she has a routine. She knows she's going to wash up before bed. She's going to change her pajamas. She's going to get her little squishy mellow. We're going to go lay in her bed, read her book, and her night is going to go that way. Keep a routine with your kids. If it can't be perfect, a little wiggle room, but let them know that this house is calm, you're supported, you're loved, and that you at least have that 5 minutes for them. You're going to create a routine for them, try to keep it. You have to sow these seeds in order for them to be planted and rooted in your life. They're not going to just fall out in the sky. You have to spend the 5 minutes. You have to create the routine. And choosing healthy foods for them, introduce them to different foods. Me and my daughter, we just ate like sushi or something the other day. And people always pick like, oh, you just got her just so, diverse with her foods and stuff like that. But kids are going to eat what you eat. They're going to want to try the things that you try. So try introducing your kids to new activities, new foods, and don't curse at your kids. So I have a potty mouth. I've always said that, and I have been working on it. And it has definitely, I can tell the relationship between me and my household has changed because the way that I talk to people has changed. I would be embarrassed if somebody heard me like swearing all here and there, having anger issues. So I work on those things. I plant the seed of speaking to people the way I want to be spoken to. I plant the seed of calming down, reflecting 5 minutes before I respond or yell at somebody or curse at somebody. You have to plant the seed of self-control and show people how to love you, show people how you want to love them. And it's a cycle. And accepting your kids, that could be a way of planting a positive seed in the parenting department. And lastly, sow your time and sow your money. You can't expect people to sow into your business if you don't sow into their business. It's okay to do it yourself projects and things like that. But if you are a person who doesn't have a lot of time, it's okay to put money in the kingdom. It's going to come back to you. So if you have a gift, of somebody that has a gift, pay them for their services. You may not be able to, buy all of your services from people who have these gifts that we're talking about in the kingdom, but you can always do something to support another person. That's how it works. You support someone else, they support you, they bring more people to support you, you give referrals to them, and that's how people begin to use their gift and get compensated for it. It's not all about being compensated, but we live in the real world and we all have expenses that we have to be responsible for. So make sure that you are honoring the people that you know have gifts, that are trying to work on their gifts. And sometimes you just offering a seed to somebody may say, hey, what Steve Harvey said, if you get something, you find something that somebody's willing to pay you $10 for. And most of the time people are willing to pay $20 because they know $10 just won't cut it. So sow a seed to somebody. If you find a thing that somebody's willing to pay you $10 for, you're really good at it, just keep repeating the process and you'll be able to go into business for yourself. You'll be able to set that gift into motion. So all the things I talked about today is the seeds or the actions that you can do to produce some sort of result in your life. So if things right now in your life are not the way you want them, you have to give your gift more freely. You have to sow into somebody else's gift. Help them figure out what their gift is, even if it's your kids. I see people promoting their kids, doing hair and nails and offering all types of like handmade things all the time. Continue to do things like that. Continue to sow good, a smile when you meet somebody. Say thank you. Say you absolutely look beautiful. It was a pleasure to meet you. Or, thank you for visiting my channel today. Things like that. It keeps sowing positive seeds. So go out there, sow a seed, get to work on the gifts that you have locked up inside of you. get to work on planting the seeds and actions that you need to take to improve your life, to make sure that you're getting the results that you want. So I'm signing off. And thank you guys for joining. Make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will be back with another video shortly. God bless.